So okay boys, this is USD, and so far we see that price is now selling, so I shall go with a smaller lot size 0.01 plus 0.01 0.02. okay, so I'll go for the sell on here. My stop loss is gonna be just 14. My stop loss is going to be just $2, actually 3. TP I'll hold until we reach around I think here is optimal. It's around $6. Okay, $6 of TP. So the reason I took this entry, sorry for that, my internet is a bit slow. The reason I took this entry, I'll first remove everything that I can show you. So I remove everything plus even the Bollinger Bands. Okay, so the reason I took this entry is because after I drew my trend lines, so I went to the H4. The H4 is showing me that price is what? Bullish. And I was like, okay, price is bullish. And then I joined these levels over here. You see that price over here decided to sell off. We are previously buying, and then I just joined the lower highs, alright? So when I joined the lower highs, I formed this kind of trend line, okay? So in this kind of trend line, we see that price is extremely volatile. It's selling. And then after that, I also drew this other trend line from here, joining these other lows over here, right? So I had 3 confirmations that price is likely to do what? To buy, which was okay. Now, after that, I went to the H1 to observe the structure. So from the H1, I observe that we have this area over here. So you have this area of resistance just above here. Actually, I never considered this crap. I never considered this area of resistance. Sorry for that. We have this area of resistance from the H1 perspective, and price will likely retest this area. We have 46. We have some few hours before, but price has already passed that area. It has already grabbed liquidity, and now it's resisting. Yeah, from the H4, yeah, the H4 has like 1 candle left. So because of that, I think I'll start to sell. We also have a morning star from this setup above, so we have a kind of a morning star here above. So I'm like, let's not hesitate. So my stop loss will be $3, and then the TP I'll be aiming for price to retest $3. We can go even deeper into $10. Okay, but an optimal entry would be if price broke this trend line from the M15. You see that we have this trend line over here. Let me just make it a bit understandable for you guys. So if you join the higher lows over here, price could likely retest this trend line, which is at $3. Okay, $3 of profit, right? So if you use 0.2, okay, 0.1, if you took a sell here, I just want to make sure that my entries are not so messed up. If I took a sell here, so the TP would be around $20. Stop loss will be just around $12. But also here, the reason why I want to over risk is because we are past the New York session, right? We're entering into the Asian session, so I don't really see that much volatility in the markets as you would expect. And also the thing that with this market is that if price manages to actually break out, by breakout I mean if price manages to come under this area, we may have a good sell-off until we reach this area under. Sorry, so this is a 5K account I was telling you guys about. So I'm saying that if price manages to make a breakout, then we may see a continuation to the downside. So if price breaks under here, we may see it continuing all the way down. So I'll just keep out an eye for that. That would have been $4. That could have been $5. Yeah, let's wait. Let's give it time. But from my perspective, I know that price is likely to have some bit of a pullback. Alright, this is some kind of a pullback. Even though it's up to here, that will be around $3. It's okay, but we may have some bit of a pullback. That's all. So yeah, that's it for USD. Now GbpJpy, I'll trade GbpJpy because we're entering into the New York session, so the Japanese Asian session. So I go to the H4 and I want to notice that price has been selling from around I don't know, let me first go to the daily time frame. Okay, so from the daily time frame we have this kind of long trend line. Price has respected it for a long time. See this trend line over here? Price has respected this trend line for a long time until recently we had a break. So this is the break that we had these higher highs over here. Price broke under, and then again what's happening is that price is likely to form another break. We had a break already, so I'm expecting that price is likely to have another massive push to the downside. So for GbpJpy, if I'm to sell here, I'll likely be holding until we reach this area. That's around 4k, right? But I won't use that much. I think I'll just use 0.01, that's 54. But what's the stop loss at? The stop loss will be just above here. Stop loss will be around $7. So for GbpJpy, I'll be taking sales because I'm expecting that price is likely to have another continuation push to the downside. Alright, so I go to the H4 just so that I can confirm the details of my sell entry. Even the H1 is better. And from the H1 perspective, actually, we see that price has been now trying to sell off. We have this sort of, if I join these highs, we had this sort of a breakout, and then after some time, price made this continuation push. Alright, so we have two kinds of breakouts here. We have the first breakout, and also now price ended up breaking out to the upside. So if you observe over here, we had a breakout. We had this breakout, a retest, or you can call a breakout, a retest, and then continuation. So if you're able to sell at the continuation level here, TP just around $6 or $5, whatever the case may be. But I'll simply just be targeting this area over here because this is the last low before price had that massive push. So that would have been around $6 of profit. And right now, since we have reached the target, I wouldn't really love to take an entry. Though what I will do is that I'll put a sell limit here. So I'll put this as a sell limit. So is it a sell stop? Yeah. Sell stop under that area of 0.01, because we know that after we break this area, price may likely push all the way down here. Or that could take some good days, like a week. And since tomorrow is Friday, I wouldn't recommend that you hold these trades for long, otherwise you may end up being messed up. But so far, the trend which I'm talking about is that if you observe, we have this strange trend line here, and we saw that price broke out. Okay, so price broke out from this trend line. We broke out, and then anything under this level is going to be selling. Now, where would you put the first TP? The first TP after we broke out of that trend line would be just around here, I think. So price is likely to have a drop from there all the way to here, right? So if you take a 0.01 sell here, your first TP should be around here, around $9 of TP. But of course, I'll have to use the M15 for this one. So for sniper entry, this is for my guys who love sniper entries. If you want a sniper entry, you can usually just wait for the M15 to break, structure going down, and then afterwards you can enter. So from the M15 perspective, I want to see price come under this area, then I'll sell. So anything 211, 329, 211. I won't even. This is where you can put like limits. Okay, your limits. So 211.228. That's a good zone.